this finds you well. Lately, it has come to my attention that there's a lot of confusion and a lot of questions surrounding the process I'm in as far as support and training and preparation for living over in the Dominican long term. So I thought I would just put together a little video that hopefully is able to effectively and efficiently share a little bit about what's been going on, what is in process, what is to come, and to give an update on support. So most of you guys already know that there are two different fundings that are going on right now. There's a monthly support, and then there is a one-time startup fund. The one-time $40,000 startup launch fund is going to cover all of my pre-field training, language acquisition, airline tickets, visa fees, down payment on an apartment, a vehicle, basic living essentials. While that number is a large amount, it's been really incredible to see how the Lord has just slowly and surely knocked that number down, and just to see the progress being made on it is really exciting. So as it sits right now, there's about $15,000 in that account, which is a little more than a third of the way funded. My monthly support required is about $3,000. My monthly support is going to be what keeps me there and what keeps me functioning and operating while I'm serving in full-time ministry. So that fund is going to cover my insurance, my rent, my groceries, phone bill, all of the basic living essentials to living in a third world country. The monthly support that is needed is around $3,000. And I'm happy to report that that fund is already over 50% funded. The exciting thing is that the donors who are giving monthly, who have joined my monthly support team, because those funds are not yet activated, all of the donations that are coming in monthly are going directly into my launch account, which is so exciting to see that number decrease every month and to see that progress going towards that. So I'm very encouraged and feel very supported just in the ways that you guys have come alongside and supported me financially, prayerfully. Definitely have felt it in these last few months. Next commonly asked question is, Kaylin, what is happening next? What is the process looking like? And there's two things that are always continuously happening in this season, and one is language acquisition training. I am in the process of taking classes with a tutor, a Spanish tutor in the Dominican. She's amazing. I have Spanish classes about 2 or 3 times a week, and it's been really exciting to see the little progress that is being made every lesson, and to be encouraged and to feel more equipped and prepared to serve in a Spanish-speaking country. The second thing that is continuously in progress is my fundraising. Fundraising is happening every day, all day. A lot of my days are currently looking like jumping on Zoom meetings, scheduling phone calls, a lot of networking, a lot of communicating. This has been a very stretching process for me because it's not something I naturally enjoy. And it's something the Lord is really growing me in and learning to seek Him in the process. And it's just been so cool, the people He has brought alongside to share the vision, share the mission, and to join the team and to be part of that sending group who is sending me financially, prayerfully to do long-term ministry. So those two things are in active progress all the time. That's how I've been spending these past few months. But there's 2 significant milestones that are coming up, and I could definitely use prayer for them. The first one is a staff training with Students International in California. For that training this week. The second milestone in training will be to go to CIT training, which is the Center for Intercultural Training, and I'll be attending this month-long training between March and April. This training is going to help prepare me mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically for everything required to live cross-culturally. So these are the things that are coming up. These are the things that are requiring funds and are requiring prayer. So excited to see how the Lord is going to use this time to prepare my heart and prepare my mind for serving and to seek Him further in the process. I feel as though there have been a few things that the Lord has really been teaching me in my own personal faith and my own personal walk with Him throughout this entire process. The first and foremost, I think, is just learning how to seek opportunity to serve Him where I'm at. And obviously the goal is to be in the Dominican doing ministry and to be serving Him in that capacity. But it has just been reminding me that He gives me the capability and He equips me for serving those who are right in front of me. I would have ever expected, but my servanthood is very inconsistent if I hold a mindset of only serving Him to the country He has called me. And that's just not the reality. The reality is that He has me home for a season. He has me in the States for this time. And it is not good stewardship of me to miss or withhold my desire to serve Him because I'm not in the place that I desire to be. And so the Lord's just been teaching me a lot about contentment and has really given me significant purpose throughout this season of being stateside, which is something I did not expect at all. So a verse that's been really prevalent throughout this time of learning how to steward my time well and how to serve stateside in a way that is efficient and effective has been 1 Samuel 12:24. Only fear the Lord and serve Him faithfully with all your heart, for consider what great things He has done for you. The other thing that I think the Lord just continues to reveal more of His character and more of Himself to me throughout this process is just resting in the fact that the Lord wants to give us good things. And this may sound very basic, very simple Christian knowledge, but I think it's something that I've personally wrestled with in my own faith for many years, is trusting that God does desire to give me good things. A group of us girls have been going through a Bible study. We've been going through the book of James, and it's just been so fruitful and has spoken so much life into me personally. And a verse that I have just clung to has been James 1:17. Whatever is good and perfect is a gift coming down to us from God our Father, who created all the lights in the heavens. He never changes or casts a shifting shadow. I love that verse is such a reminder that the Lord is so good and He's so kind to not only give us what we need and to provide for our basic living needs, but to go above and beyond and to give us what our hearts desire. And I think throughout this season of preparing and raising support and spending so many days just behind my laptop and not always having that face-to-face interaction with people that I so deeply desire, the Lord is showing me areas of weakness and how my weaknesses are areas where I have to lean on His strength. And so further up in James, I just have to read this verse because it's so good. James 1 verses 2 through 4. Dear brothers and sisters, when troubles of any kind come your way, consider it an opportunity for great joy. For you know that when your faith is tested, your endurance has a chance to grow. So let it grow, for when your endurance is fully developed, you will be perfect and complete, needing nothing. And that verse means a lot to me right now because I feel like this process of support raising is a lot like endurance running. Some days it looks like running on empty and not knowing which direction to take, not knowing the phone calls to make, really trusting the Lord and relying on His strength and knowing that this process in return is building my faith in ways that are only going to benefit me in the end. So I hope that kind of updates you guys and hopefully shares a little bit about what I've been spending my days doing, how I've been preparing, what the process has looked like, and how the Lord has just been teaching me different things throughout this season. For those of you who follow along this crazy journey, this wild chaos, Thank you. Thank you for being a support and a constant. To those of you who support me financially, I cannot express my heart of gratitude enough. You truly are the stepping stones of the work that the Lord is doing in me. Thank you so much for being part of that. And if you have been watching and observing and just seeing how this is all working and coming together, and you desire to be part of my team as well, please reach out to me. I would love to hear about you and hear what you can bring to the table to support this mission that the Lord has been calling me to. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you